Hi guys, it's Michelle, and today's video is going to be yet another pop culture conspiracy theories for you guys. Y'all already know I love pop culture. It's like my favorite topic ever to talk about. But before we get into it, I would like to thank Bright Cellars for sponsoring today's video. Bright Cellars is a beautiful wine company that matches you with your wine, which I really need because honestly I'm kind of a beginner wine drinker. And I've really been trying to get into wine because I feel like it looks so amazing and beautiful with like pasta dishes, which I love making pasta, and just having fun with friends and family. My entire friends and family are obsessed with wine. So Bright Cellars, basically you take a little quiz and it matches you with wine from different small vineyards all around the world, which is really cool. And what I like about these wines is that they're curated to specifically fit your palate. I really love a sweet wine, and these are the wines that have been matched to me. I also really like the education aspect behind this because each box comes with these little cue cards that tell you about each bottle, and it tells you what it pairs well with, know how it's going to taste, all the different notes in it, like cherry, raspberry, red currant, anise, lemon zest, tangerine. Oh my gosh, that one sounds so good. Wait, that's the one I'm holding. I also love how sustainable Bright Cellars is. Their packaging actually has the smallest carbon footprint in the industry, which I love. So I love that you can decide how frequently you want to receive boxes. I feel like that's great, and it's always good to be personable because some people drink more wine than others. This is such a great entertainment gift. I love giving a gift of a bottle of wine. It's just so easy and so thoughtful, especially if you know your friend or family's like taste buds and palates. You can like give them the little card as well. It's such a great gift. So this first wine that I'm holding is the Castello de Varo. This just sounds like it's gonna be delicious. I think this one sounds delicious as well. This is Albatron, and it is a red wine. I really want to get into reds because I think it looks so cool to drink. This one's notes are cherry, raspberry, red currant, and anise, and I think this would be delicious with like some pasta. Forget about it. Forget about it. This one is called Color Fast, and I think this one actually sounds amazing. It's a Riesling, and its notes are nectarine, white peach, pear, and honeysuckle. And it goes well with peach cobbler and ice cream. I just made that recently. I gotta go have that with this. Calabrian chili pepper pasta. I have Calabrian chilies. And brunch on the patio. This one sounds like such a vibe. I'm so excited to try all of these wines. Obviously, sponsors really help us content creators keep making the content that we love. I really want to thank you guys at Bright Cellars for sponsoring this video. Their first 6-bottle box by clicking the link in the description box below. Thank you again to Bright Cellars for giving my followers a limited time offer of 50% off their first 6-bottle box. Click the link in the description box below to see which wine best suits you. I am excited. So without further ado, let's get into the pop culture theories. Also, I literally do not know what that is. It's gonna cut to earlier. I came downstairs to film the brand portion of this video. What is that? I'm like kind of scared. That just developed. So it's not itchy, so it's not a bug bite. I don't know what it is. Should I go to dermatologist right now? Anyway, okay, bye. This background is interesting. I'm not really sure. I just put on like a fall thing on my TV. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a background in this house. It's very hard. First theory that I want to talk about, you guys have been tagging me in nonstop. I feel like everybody is talking about it on TikTok specifically, and it is about Harry Styles being bald. I don't even know why this is a theory. I can understand. I can sympathize with Mr. Styles. However, I do think that this theory kind of makes sense just because of like the way the male pattern baldness occurs is very specific. The theory began with this blind item that was basically saying this A-list musician slash occasional actor has a dirty little secret he hasn't shared with fans. Literally, he has gone almost completely bald. His hairpiece is so lifelike that only a good eye could pick it out, and that's on a bad day. However, he doesn't take it off and clean it enough. I don't know why that last part is included. The theory basically goes that Harry went completely bald during quarantine, and this was when he decided to implement the hairpiece. I think like this is probably the most damning evidence towards this theory, which is like a picture where it looks like his hairpiece is coming off of his head. Apparently Harry has also said it's very easy for him to go out in public because he has a very easy way to change up his appearance enough to the point where no one would recognize him. And obviously I feel like if you saw a man that you thought was Harry Styles but then he was bald, you would be like, okay, it's not Harry Styles. I'm also kind of like, who gives a shit? Like, he might be bald, that's fine. What I think is interesting is like the evidence towards it and like the blind items and all of this stuff. Like, I just think it's kind of funny. It's like not a big deal. If he's bald, he's bald. I feel bad, but everyone has wanted me to talk about this, but I'm like, if it's true, it's true. Do I believe it? Like, yeah. But like, I don't think it's a big deal. This TikTok user posted a very interesting conspiracy video that I want to talk about.
Okay, so I can either be the biggest conspiracy theorist or I'm like legitimately correct on this one. So do y'all notice when celebrities have kids, they always have the opposite gender the second time around? Like if they had a boy the first time, they always have a girl the second time. Or if they have a girl the first time, it's always a boy the next time. For instance, Kylie Jenner, like when she announced that she was pregnant again, everybody was like, oh, what is it? What is it? I knew for a fact it was going to be a boy, and lo and behold, it was a boy. Or her sister Chloe, who just allegedly had her second child and it was announced that it was a boy. I knew it was going to be a boy because she already had a daughter. And even with Kim, like I guess you can go down the whole Kardashian bloodline, but she had a girl, boy, girl, boy. They never had the same gender twice. Like even with Cardi B, she had her girl first and then right after she just had her son. I don't know. It just be on my mind and just some food for thought. Like, does anyone else ever think that? Do y'all think they're doing gender selection? Do you think there's something that goes into it? Like, how does this exactly play out?
This is something I've been thinking about for years as well. Not with celebrities in general, but like from a young age, like at the point where I thought I wanted to have kids when I was literally still a kid. I was like, yeah, I want to have kids one day, but I'm waiting until you can choose for them to be girls because I did not want boys. And honestly, I still stand by that. Like, I would not want a son. I remember as a kid, it was kind of in the works. Like this was stuff that they were trying to be able to make happen. So I'm at the point where I'm like, it probably does exist and it makes sense for celebrities to be able to choose the gender of their kids. And I think that this is like really accurate. It honestly does happen a lot that either celebrities will have twins that are like boy-girl twins, or if they have like a daughter, then they'll have a son. So the theory basically goes is there a way that these celebrities are actually having, you know, these genetically modified children where they can pick their gender and maybe even pick a little bit what they look like? Who knows? I think, yeah. Like, I think if it, honestly, like, if this technology ever came into play, like, it would obviously cost so much money that, you know, probably only the richest people would be able to participate. Anything in that regard is really interesting. And I do think that, like, celebrities always have first access to a lot of stuff. Okay, so the next theory is honestly a theory that I have never heard of before. I don't know if it's because I just like didn't pay attention, but apparently everyone like knew it to not even be a theory, but to be factual, which is that JLo does not sing any of her own songs. Apparently this theory kind of sparked when Mariah Carey was talking about JLo and about how JLo gets so much more sleep than her or something. And Mariah Carey said, quote, if I had the luxury of not actually having to sing my own songs, I would get that much sleep too. I just thought it was funny. Oh, Mishka. This is Mishka. I love you. She's a cat that I cat sit for. Basically, the theory goes that after JLo was in the Selena movie, Hollywood producers and stuff were able to see like how much of a fan following that she was going to be able to have. She's obviously a great performer, whether or not she's singing her own songs. She dances, she's just a really good performer. And obviously Selena was of course a singer, so it's, you know, people were seeing her in that role. It's speculated that these Hollywood producers really wanted to kind of push forth this role that JLo would be the next biggest pop star. I mean, it kind of worked. But it's theorized that maybe JLo would perform better in the charts if it was not her singing, but still her face. And actually a lot of celebrities do this. I didn't know Jenny from the Block, JLo's song, was actually sung by a woman named Natasha Ramos, but apparently it was. Ashanti also sang a lot of JLo's songs. I cannot believe that I've never heard this theory. It seems to be a very popular one. But you guys have tagged me in it on TikTok and I thought it was super interesting. So yeah, apparently it sounds like it's less so a conspiracy theory and more perhaps factual, but what do you guys think? Okay, so this next theory, this TikTok user posted about a book that was essentially, you know, predicted that Queen Elizabeth would die in 2022. This book, Nostradamus, was written decades ago. What's interesting is what it has to say happens next. Basically, the book goes on to say that Charles will not be king for long, perhaps, because everyone will disapprove of the fact that he's been divorced before, because technically they're not supposed to be, you know, in line for the throne had they gotten divorced. It's theorized that the people of England will have some sort of a vote. I don't think this will happen because that's just not how it works. And will replace Charles with a man who they never expected to be king. So a lot of people think that this king is going to be Harry because obviously William is next for the throne and Harry's kind of never really going to be king because that's just the way the line of succession works. Nonetheless, the only possible thing I can think of, even though it still doesn't really work, some new evidence will come out against King Charles, like having to do with the death of Princess Diana. The thing about this is like there would have to be like such a big uproar in the UK for it to actually change who the king is. I just don't see that really happening. Mostly because obviously, like, I mean, if you're American, maybe you don't know this, but my friend Kira was telling me about it. The kings and queens are not allowed to be like tried in any manner. Like they essentially like make the laws, so like they can't really get in trouble like that. So if something came out that was pointing to the direction that Charles killed Princess Diana or had something to do with it, I think even if it had hard evidence, nothing would happen. So I don't know. I'm just interested to see what happens next because I also don't really feel like Charles will be king for long. I don't know if he will give up the throne or something like that, but I do feel like William is probably going to be king sooner than expected. I also don't think Harry will be king, but I mean, that'd be cool. I like Harry, but I don't know. I'm just like honestly really curious to see what happens next. The royal family is something that has always interested me, and obviously with the Queen's death, it's just like something that everyone's talking about right now. King Charles just sounds so weird. Like to me, it's just like, it's just not. He's not the king. The last series we're going to talk about have to do with the Kardashians. So I saw this on TikTok and I actually really believe it.
Are Kylie and the Kardashians copying Brooklyn and Bailey? Follow along. So Brooklyn and Bailey post and they go, y'all, hold on a sec, we may have discovered something. Remember when we posted this on Launch Next Door for our Valentine's Day teaser? But then Kylie Jenner posted this today. Could be a coincidence, right? Except we posted this as a teaser.
My favorite product is the because I love putting it on.
And then Kourtney Kardashian posts this, ma'am, now I'm freaking out.
I am launching a line. We are launching with
but we aren't done yet. We posted this flat lay, and then this goes up a few days later. Maybe it's all just accidental. But then we discovered this. We posted these slides on August 22nd, the day they launched. And then these go up 2 days later. Maybe we all just have the same marketing minds. And then they go, I've seen that one TikTok girl saying Kendall Jenner is copying her, but now I'm like, maybe she isn't the only one. Regardless, we're flattered.
Brooklyn and Bailey believe that the Kardashians were kind of copying their social media posts for their like brand. I wouldn't even say kind of believe, it seems like they literally were, allegedly, but I just think this is so interesting because of course, why wouldn't the Kardashians, and not them specifically, honestly, they probably have little to no say in it. Why wouldn't their marketing teams look at social media and see what's doing well and see what they like and take inspiration from it, or straight up just take it? And you know, present it to Kylie or Kim or whoever. If you like this marketing campaign, and since it's a good campaign, they'll be like, yeah, that rocks, cool, you know, green light it basically. And I just think it's really sad because they're ripping off of creators who are obviously smaller than the Kardashians, because there's not a lot who are bigger. And that just really sucks because first of all, it would be just like really annoying, copied by the Kardashians, because it's like, what? But then also it's like, they probably literally don't know that that exists. A lot of times like these companies and these marketing companies will like be lazy and straight up just copy off of someone else's stuff. And you know, present it like it's new, because obviously it's like the Kardashians are not following a ton of like influencers and trying to see what they're posting. I mean, maybe. I just think this is a really interesting theory because of course, I just think this shows exactly what kind of like people marketing brands are. Like the fact that they don't care that they're ripping off of someone who's like smallerish content is just so annoying. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for tagging me on these TikToks. I feel like pop culture conspiracy theories have turned into as well as TikTok conspiracy theories, because that's where I see most of these theories are TikTok, and honestly it's really great for conspiracy theories. So thank you guys for tagging me in them. And I'll link any of the TikToks that I saw below. I also really want to talk about this one theory because I don't know where else to place this, because it was so crazy that this happened to me. I have no idea where to put it or what kind of video it would be in, besides like maybe life is a simulation. But let's talk about like one of the craziest things thing that's ever happened to me. I love the show Never Have I Ever. It's one of my favorite like Netflix shows. It's so fun. Anytime I hear the song Heat Waves, I think about the scene where Paxton like sneaks into Davy's window. It's a pretty iconic scene of the series, and also it's like probably one of the first times I ever heard that song personally. I don't listen to the radio. I only listen to musical theater music in the car. So yeah, but it was one of the first times I ever heard that song. So it's definitely like whenever I hear that song, I always think of that scene from Never Have I Ever. I always just think of Never Have I Ever in general. A few days ago, I'm pulling up to a charger station for my car, and I get out of the car. It's in like a mall parking lot. And over the intercom, speakers outside, I guess, I noticed that they're playing the song Heat Waves, but it's not like it's a cover of the song, because I was like, well, these lyrics sound familiar, and then I realized because it went further in the song, and it was just some girl singing Heat Waves, and I was like, oh, cute, and I was thinking of Never Have I Ever. And all of a sudden, I look over, I cannot make this shit up, one car over from me, this guy gets out to plug his car in, and it's Paxton. It's freaking Paxton Hall Yoshida. It's the actor Darren who plays him, and it was very strange. This cat, I'm gonna cry. She's just rolling on the ground. What the fuck are the odds of that? What the hell does that mean? Every person I told, even like who don't watch the show, agree that this is a pretty crazy thing that happened. Like, I was literally thinking about this man. Like, yes, I live in Los Angeles. Yes, there are some times where I see celebrities. And also, I checked because I didn't want to like talk to him because I felt bad. His Instagram, and he was like wearing the same outfit, like, and everything. So it was him. And I was like, there's just no way. Like, what the fuck does that mean? It just truly made me feel like life is a simulation. That's the theory I'm leaving you with. I just wanted to hear people's opinions on that, because when I told all my friends, they were like, what the hell? Either I'm a pro manifester or life is a simulation. So please let me know your theories and thoughts. But that's it for today's video. If you guys liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about these pop culture conspiracy theories. But that is it. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, because I'm always posting really dope ass shit on there. Subscribe for new videos every week, and I will see you guys later. Bye.